wish I was in bed. Anyways, speaking of being in bed, I think, what do you guys think happened to the twins and Haruhi?
I'd rather not think about it.
Haruhi said something about overdosing on fancy tuna. The twins, I don't want to think about it.
That's fair. Yeah. Anyway, my name is Hoshikuji Rene, and I will be your lovely host today. Now let's introduce the host that actually bothered to show up on time.
Tamaki Suo, king of the host club. It's early.
Kyoya.
I am Mitsukuri Haninozuka, and this is Takashi Morinozuka.
Okay, yes. Welcome one and all. Just a reminder for everyone, this is a technically PG-13 panel, and it is an anime convention, and it is early, so our mouths can sometimes say things before we think, or opposite of that, it's early. But we're going to keep it relatively close to PG-13. Can we all nod our heads and say yes? Lovely. And so if you all have noticed when you came in, you all have a small piece of paper and a pencil. You common folk often have to do this thing called sharing. We have limited pencils at the commoner's supermarket. So please share, please be nice to your neighbors, say hello, shake your hands, whatever. Those pieces of paper are for you to write down any dares or questions for any of us. For later on, we will collect them and answer them and do dares, and it'll be a silly good time. Also, if you want to take a moment to check underneath your chairs, you get some Starbucks. Look under your chairs, everyone.
Say something. They definitely don't expire tomorrow, so I would recommend getting your coffee today.
Wonderful. So you can take your time and write down questions. For right now, we can start off with some raise of the hand questions, some Q&A, just some general questions. It can be to any of us or to all of us. You can go down the line and answer it. Whatever kind of fun, simple question you have. Like say, let's try this out. What is your favorite color?
Personally, I guess turquoise, but purple's nice too.
What's my favorite color? What about you?
All the colors are beautiful.
Blue.
I like pink.
So do I.
Yay!
Pink pals.
Yay. Now it's your turn.
Any
Don't be
questions?
shy.
Forgot it.
Think harder.
Use your afternoon break.
This is your chance to ask us anything in the world. Yes.
So honey, what's your favorite dessert?
In the words of a very inspirational person, I love cake. I love cake and cake and cake. Cake, 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 cookies, cookies, cake.
No more cake.
It's very saddening.
Yes.
Honey, but the question is, what type of cake?
That's a very good question.
Commoners are so specific.
Well, my favorite kind of cake. I really like chocolate cake, but also strawberry is really good too. I mean, all cake is just fantastic. It's really great.
You can call him. Other
than Haruhi.
than
And no, you can't pick Haruhi. No matter what form.
darn. That was an underestimated response.
Sorry, my morning brain is evil.
Mommy.
You stay away from my man.
I would have chosen Haruhi, but I wasn't allowed to, so. You're
Stay away from my man.
Don't worry, you can clone him.
I mean, it is 2017 now. Happy New Year's.
Can I say
New Year's.
No.
I don't need another one of me. I think I'm. Actually, this is the lovely Tamakis right here. Oh, excuse me, the horrendous. I'm a little tired. So,
Thanks.
you're welcome.
Can people hear us without the mics?
Yes.
Yeah.
Somewhat?
They can hear you.
Well, I guess I'll be the one to talk without a mic. You can keep them over there. I'm gonna share them. Mickey doesn't share.
If you were in a room with Urza Scarlet and Elle from Death Note and there was only one piece of strawberry cake, who do you think would get it?
Me! It's mine!
Honey gets all the cake.
The morning affects all except for Honey Senpai. Yes?
Tomiki, what's the most commoner thing you have done?
The most commoner thing I have done? I mean, I tried instant coffee that one time. It was quite interesting. That's what I'm gonna share. I'm not gonna say Haruhi. I mean, okay, but I mean, the question was, what's the most commonest thing I've done, not the most commonest thing I have dreamt of. You can't control dreams. PG-13. Anyone else? We have like 10 more minutes to do this.
Favorite foods.
All of us? Wonderful.
I eat whatever Kyoya makes me.
Honey's ready to answer. Ooh.
Cake!
I've had a couple chances to try Haruhi's cooking, so I'm sure whatever she would make would be wonderful.
I must say that burger I ate at the mall was very tasty, so it might be my new favorite.
I don't like food.
He's the best on the budget, I must say.
Including yourself, Koya?
I am the budget.
If you don't like food, do you photosynthesize?
That's why he's so tall.
He's a string bean.
What are all of your New Year's resolutions?
To become closer with Kyoya, of course.
would say be more honest with Haruhi, but I'm pretty honest already, so, things I can do better for other people.
It's your personality?
Yikes. I would say cutting down on the food. Looking at Honey over here. And increasing the police force that I have.
Stopping Honey from eating cake for a while.
And brush your teeth.
And brush your teeth. Please. Don't cry.
I'll never forget to brush my teeth again.
Aww.
But I would like to eat more cake.
How did you guys celebrate New Year's?
Party hardy? Just party? Why are you telling me? Why did you
We had a host party, remember?
Do I remember?
Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
I
PG-13.
remember. I got videos.
I mean, that's why Haruhi isn't here. She ate too much of the fancy tuna we had.
Getting turned.
PG-13.
Getting tuna.
We had a party.
You weren't invited.
Aww.
I wanted to eat
You
cake.
too this morning.
Can I see the videos later? Oh my goodness.
Those are classified?
Perhaps.
I will pay you.
How much?
Uh-oh.
Don't egg him on.
She's my budget.
Seashells.
Nobody likes seashells.
We welcome you, Conan, to our world of crap.
Any other questions?
Morning supply. How do you put up with everyone in the host club?
I don't.
Okay, Senpai, are you ever gonna get contacts?
Well, with my sleeping schedule, it'd be a bit difficult to remember to take them out and put them back in. So,
Maurice, one of the reasons why you're always so silent is because you can't plan a murder out loud.
How did you know about that?
Can we talk? I mean, he technically could. He has the skill set.
That's true.
If he did try to murder Tamaki, would you stop him, honey?
I know I wouldn't.
I mean, as long as I still get cake, I'm not sure.
You hesitated.
I'm watching out for you.
It depends on who gives me the most cake. Because this one, you heard what he said.
I mean, if my life is on the line, I'll give you all the cake you want.
Is that the budget?
We'll make it work.
He has his own budget.
Any new hands?
Welcome,
We have more
brother.
time.
Oh yeah. Hello in the back. Hello,
Do you have any-
commoners.
Do you have any questions for us? And also feel free to write down any questions or saucy dares on those papers on your
PG-13.
U13-ish.
And you can also write questions for the other hosts. They are coming.
Really?
Eventually.
I got an interesting call from the twins this morning. You two came on time. Props to you. Can we just...
That's so much better than the other set. I know.
And it's amazing that you all were here this early, so thank you for coming.
Use those cards we gave you.
Yes. Do it for the coffee.
Still.
Honey, how long have you had this charge?
As long as I can remember, because my grandma made me Usa-chan. And that was a while ago, so I don't really remember how long ago that was.
Also, if you had to pick between cake and Usa-chan, what would you pick?
Usa-chan.
Are the twins with Haruhi?
Glad you thought of that.
I think so. The phone call, there was a lot of voices. I think I heard Haruhi complaining in the background. But I always hear Haruhi's voice in my head, so I think so.
Can't say for sure.
Yes. What are the odds the twins are just playing some big prank on you and are including Haruhi in it? It's very high.
Probably pretty good odds. Probably high. I didn't think about that. Thank you. That was sudden.
Is that your biggest fan?
Is this a trick question?
Yoda's biggest fan.
Was it Hikaru or Karu I saw running on the roof this morning?
Running on the roof.
I don't think they have that much skill.
I mean, what were you doing on New Year's? What were you seeing? I mean, no, they very well could have been. They're wild creatures.
I can see a lower level of the roof from my room, so I was just wondering what was that.
That's more believable now. I don't want to think about it. If you saw them, that means that they're here, which means they should be here soon. Yes.
They're currently trying to get one of them off the roof.
The question was, have I grown any mushrooms in the closet lately? Not since I accidentally fell on Haruhi that one time, and her father walked in, and that was the first time we interacted.
It's a fun time.
Yeah, not in her closet. In other closets, I have grown some mushrooms. Sadly.
Tama-chan, what are we collecting their questions in?
That box back there.
That box?
That box.
I'm gonna start that if people are ready.
Yeah.
Any more questions? We all know you have interesting minds, yes.
Renge, who do you want to cosplay next?
That's a really good question. You know, I really like that one ice skating anime.
Yes.
But, you know, there's not a lot of female characters in that one. Female ice skaters are pretty sweet.
Well, Victor's outfit was unisex.
Ooh, that's a good idea. How about unisex Victor? You know, with the ponytail.
And our next theme of the host club is Yuri on Ice.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Honey, I have one more question.
That would make great profit. I highly recommend.
Ice skating with Haruhi? Good thought process, guys. Almost got all the papers, honey senpai?
I'm not even sure.
Okay.
Okay, there is now at least one ball.
Anyone have any jokes? More questions?
So, Tamaki, what would you
you accidentally fell on Haruhi's father?
What would I do if I accidentally fell on Haruhi's father?
As Haruhi walked into the room.
As Haruhi walked into the... That's an interesting AU. Apologize profusely. Sweat a lot.
Plan a
And
funeral.
probably
Thanks. Please come to my funeral. Yes.
What are your guys' favorite holidays?
Haruhi's birthday.
Halloween.
Christmas?
Pie Day.
National Otaku Day is December 15th.
All right, we're gonna take our last two questions that are up, and then we're gonna play a little game. All right, so right there.
Did you know that there is a National Cake Day?
Talk to me after this panel.
Somebody broke honey. Any other questions?
You wanted a joke, right?
Yes, jokes are great.
Why can't two doctors be in the same place at once?
Why can't two doctors be in the same place at once? Why?
Be apparel docs.
It just so happens I'm wearing some ducks right now.
Fanciest, commonest pair of shoes you could have.
I was feeling a bit adventurous.
Ooh.
Any last questions before I explain our game?
Ash Ketchum.
if there was a cake replica of Uza-chan, would you eat it?
Of course. Yes.
Love you, honey senpai.
I love you.
Isn't he wonderful?
All right, so we're going to play a game called Slideshow. Okay, claps. All right.
Claps for honey.
So what Slideshow is? It's an improv game where we have one person who is telling the story of their first time taking a trip to somewhere. And what the rest of the members are doing is just sort of moving around in the background, sort of just being nerds, whatever those are. And when the person says click, you have to freeze in whatever position you're in. You cannot move. And then the person has to explain what is going on in that photo. And we're going to probably do one or two rounds of this, possibly. We'll see how much time one takes. So Renge is going to be our person describing her trip. But we should get some ideas from the audience about where this trip was to. So if we could have some raised hands. Oh boy. So we're gonna hear a lot of ideas, and then we're gonna pick the one that we want to do right now. So right there. Wonderland. Yes.
Haruhi's house.
Haruhi's house.
Hogwarts.
Hogwarts. Good one. And then there was one last one in the back. Hawaii. What would you like to tell a story about, Renge?
The time we went to Goodwill.
All right. I would say use a microphone for this one.
That's like ultra-commoner.
I would say off to the side a bit.
talk is very time consuming.
Take a second.
Why is there a pencil up here? Thank you for that.
I wasn't really feeling it.
Once upon a time, on a magical Tuesday afternoon, the host club and I decided that we really needed to save some money. So Haruhi told us about this weird store called Goodwill. And click. So we get there, and immediately Honey and Tamaki start goofing off. And Kyoya is like, you guys need to stop, like, right now. And Mori was like, I'm walking away from your bullshit.
Bull feces.
How are you, mommy?
Click.
Nothing has changed. This is my game.
So we're walking around the store, and I'm looking for cosplay, and they're looking for whatever Tamaki thought of to look for their new party. And click. When Honey spotted a cake plushie and was about to grab it when Mori was like, no. And so Honey tackled him. Then Tamaki was like, guys, no, wait, don't fight. It breaks my heart. And Kyoya was like, get me out of here. Like, click.
Explain, please.
So we get to,
My looks are impeccable, but my balance is not.
we get to the, knick-knack aisle. That's what Haruhi called it. And, click. Click. And Honey sees a onesie covered in cake and kind of died. And Mori got so concerned he rushed right over. And Tamaki's like, oh no, Honey, don't die. And Kyoya's like, I really want to go home. Click.
Last slide.
So, click. So, we decide to all buy superhero outfits for a superhero themed Halloween party. And we go through checkout and everything, and then we're done, and everyone decides to pose because I make them, because I'm going to make a superhero movie. Yeah, you guys didn't know about that, but that's happening. And so Honey and Tamaki decided to pose like Power Rangers. And I don't know what Mori was doing. They wound up like that. And then we all went to the mall. The end.
I really like that story. So how are we doing time-wise?
10:32.
10:32. Can I tell the story this time? Alright, what are some ideas for where back there?
England.
England. Alright, there's one. And then right there in the brown long wig,
A trip to Kids Club.
Kids Club, all right. The Steven right here.
The motorized platform moving store.
The motorized platform moving store?
This is my jam.
Reddish hair in the back there. Where? Boston. Over here in the hat. Right here in the blue wig.
At holding cell?
That's very different from prison. I learned that. Right here. IKEA. Green wig right here.
Build-A-Bear.
Build-A-Bear. Oh. Right here in the glasses.
Amusement park.
Amusement park. Here in the ears.
A cake cafe.
A cake cafe. Over here with the lovely rabbit. Ooh. Land of Hershey. Right here. Halloween Town. Like this is Halloween or the other one. And then
Cheesecake Factory.
like the restaurant or an actual cheesecake factory? All right.
You suffer.
What did you say? Host King.
I said to pick one.
Pick one. I'm probably gonna go with Build-A-Bear. Wait, did you want me to tell the story about the cake cafe? I think I'm gonna tell the story about the cake cafe. All right, so we were looking for some new desserts to serve with our tea. So I decided that we should go to a cake factory. Click. So, as you can see, Morty wasn't too excited about that. But I was. So, that really doesn't matter right now. Kyoya was already mildly unhappy because cake costs money and field trips cost money, and we were adventuring for both. Renge, as usual, was in love with Kyoya. Look at that. Wow. What's new? And then Tamaki. Tamaki was trying to look beautiful as always. It wasn't going very well. Unclick. So we got there, and there happened to be a cafe attached to this cake factory. Of course, I was super excited about that because they had so many different kinds of cake. They had like ice cream cake, they had like triple layer cakes, and they had like cakes with buttercream frosting, and it was pretty epic. Click. As I was frolicking through the cakes, as I prefer to do, Renge was attacking Kyoya. Now you can see the love in her eyes and the terror in his. Hello over there, if you want to come in, you can come in. I'm sorry if I scared you. We lost new friends. But that was happening over there, and over here, Morty was so happy. Woo!
Sorry, guys. You stingy twins. Where have you been?
Sorry, boss. We had to make sure.
Hey, I better get the quiz here. I'm gonna be late. I just need all this makeup.
Sorry. Being fashionably late is always worth it.
No, it's not.
It's still worth it.
Okay, well, I'm going to continue with my cake story. Once they know what we're doing.
They know.
They know what we're doing? Sure. All right, well, so after I was frolicking through the cakes, as I like to do, I thought I'd ask Morty about what kind of cake he would want. That didn't go very well. Click. So Morty was sitting unhappily in the corner. That's kind of common. And here we still have Renge professing her love for Kyoya. That happens a lot. A little too much. It's kind of scary. And then the twins and Haruhi came out of nowhere. We really had no idea where they had gone before. But Tamaki was very upset. He was like, Daddy says no! But it looked like they were having a good time. Click. So after we talked about cake for a really long time, I finally decided that we should just get one of each. But then click. Unclick to a more stable position. Click. Then things sort of started deteriorating quickly. Kyoya got really upset and started to leave, which means we couldn't buy cake because he's the budget. So that was already a problem. And then Tamaki tried to run away with Haruhi. And that sort of scared everyone. Mori, of course, ran to the rescue because that's what he does. I couldn't even see Haruhi in this picture, so I'm just guessing that she was panicking and stuff. The twins were really upset because Tamaki had just stolen Haruhi from them. So you can see what's going on there. But eventually we were kicked out because we were causing too much trouble. So that's our story of us at the Cake Cafe.